Broken boards, boarded up windows. People we talked to today said they are tired of seeing abandoned houses like this in their neighborhood. It's potholes just like this that people say are tearing up their cars. Police say when you get behind the wheel, you need to buckle up and get rid of the cell phone. Witnesses say when the firefighters tried to get water out of this fire hydrant, it didn't work. Just after 7, the dresser fell onto the toddler, killing her.
A lot of people may not know, but downtown's coming back in a strong way.
Brian Crawford, Shreveport's Chief Administrative Officer, says it can be done.
When you look at the Cross Bayou corridor, it is probably one of our greatest untapped resources. There are other communities and other cities that are trenching and building small, tiny rivers and corridors and calling them river walks and what have you, when we have this natural resource right here.
The idea has been in existence for years. Back in 1995, voters approved a $5 million riverfront development idea for projects just like this. Some of that money was used on the Shreveport Convention Center and the Hilton Hotel, but there's still $3 million left to use. But first, Cross Bayou has to be cleaned up, and that could take tens of millions of dollars that the city simply doesn't have.
It had a lot of industrial use, so there's a lot of contamination on the ground down there that has to be cleaned up prior to any development. We have to make it appealing so the private sector will take over and see it as a viable option for them to, build condominiums or put a restaurant down there, and then we can take care of the recreational part. We just believe that it's a diamond in the rough and it just needs a little bit of polishing.
Timmy Lane, KTBS 3 News.
Convenient, cheap, low pricing, good service, and of course the #1 reason I'm a native here.
Troy Irvin recently flew in and out of Shreveport Regional. He says time is of the essence when he's planning a trip.
You go there, you have to get there 2 hours early. Shreveport, I can get here in 5 minutes, and I think I can make it.
We're up about 5%, just over 5% for the month of May, which is always a good thing.
Mark Crawford with Shreveport Regional Airport says Irvin is not alone as more people are looking to Shreveport Regional to travel. Expensive fares used to be travelers' biggest complaint, but Crawford says not anymore. There are more available seats that drive plane ticket prices down and prompts more people to fly to their destinations over the summer.
Airfares here at Shreveport Regional Airport have become more in line with the surrounding airports like Longview, Alexandria, Monroe, sometimes even Dallas. There are times where it's actually cheaper to fly out of Shreveport than it is Dallas, especially with Allegiant going to Las Vegas and Orlando.
We wanted to test that theory out, so we compared prices for a trip to Chicago for the end of July on a Delta flight from both Shreveport and Dallas. From Dallas, the cheapest ticket was nearly $450. From Shreveport, the cheapest fare was more than $100 less, around $340.
To shop around, look and see what the other surrounding airports are, and hopefully Shreveport will be the most economical choice.
Timmy Lane, KTBS 3 News.